Hey pups, RP here, and welcome back to another video of Art Speaks. And in this episode, I debated on many topics that I was going to talk about, which I will save for future Art Speak episodes. And for this one, this is Shadow, Caitlin, myself, insert Lucario, Sona, Pokesona, whatever you want to call it, Shadow from Persona 4, and I have been inspired by my fanfiction Silence to Souls 2, the Shadows Within, to draw her, and the original design was by my friend Charlie. And I know you guys say, oh, you're stealing his artwork. No, I just copied the design. The style is a little bit similar, I would say, but we'll talk about that in another video for another day. For now, I'm going to talk about a different video, which I am doing last minute because I had a lot to do today, getting my hair cut, and I had a lot of stuff to do yesterday because I didn't film anything yesterday, and my computer was being a butt, and I was getting my ID renewed. So, for this one, we're going to be talking about inner beauty versus outer beauty. Now, when I was young, I was always told by family members and people I knew from church, mainly adults, who would say, oh my god, you're so beautiful and you're so precious. You are just the cutest little thing I've ever laid my eyes on. And when I went to school, fast forward to around the grades between 4th and 6th grade, because my school had grades 4 through 6th grade, and it wasn't to the middle school level, so with the 6th grade going to middle school and the 9th grade going to high school, yeah, you get the point. And it was a Valentine's Day dance, and 2 girls I knew tried to help me get boys to take me to the dance or have like little kid dates or whatever I want to call them in this video. And one boy who was my friend I knew well since about kindergarten or 1st grade. I don't really remember. They weren't allowed to go to the dance, and the other boys just thought I was the most disgusting creature to ever have ungraced the planet. And I'm just thinking, okay, maybe next year I won't ask boys to take me to the dance because I just want to go with my friends. And I did that. I went with my friends and I had fun. And the next, like in 5th grade, I was bullied by boys either for being a quote-unquote freak, loser, weirdo, ugliest thing on the planet, and that hurt me a lot. Like, I am different from the other girls. I was different from the other girls in my school, and I'm just thinking, why are they doing this to me? Why are they doing this to someone who is like the opposite sex? And then around 6th grade, middle school, what have you, in middle school, I knew that I would never get a boyfriend at that point. I mean, I tried to be popular, the stereotypical popular girl who would always get boyfriends, and that never happened. And at that point, I never really cared for it to happen anymore, because there were rumors going around that I was a quote-unquote lesbian, and basically almost every boy thought it was, like, the weirdest thing ever, and that is why the boys did not like me, or I thought boys did not like me because of that rumor. And people making fun of me for that, because all the friends I had were girls, and I'm just thinking, no, they're all friends. Like, why would they do this? Why would they say that I am a supposed lesbian? And I'm pansexual. I said this a million times, I'm pansexual. And that is a story for another day. But now, flash forward to high school. I was dating my ex-boyfriend at the time, and he was and is still the sweetest guy I've ever met in my entire life. And we've dated for a year. And when it ended off, and I was just sitting there thinking, oh, what did I do wrong? Was I not pretty enough? Was I not good enough? Did he think that I was, like, weird or something? Because all these thoughts were running through my head. I'm sorry if I get emotional. And his girlfriend and I are actually really good friends, but I keep thinking this in my mind. Am I not good enough for anybody? And it's still hard for me to process this. And every time I talk with my friends, there was one time I was talking with one of my friends, I'm just thinking, am I beautiful? Am I good enough? Am I anything? And of course, it was like one of those moments, one of those days where I'm just like, you know, I'm not pretty, I'm not beautiful, I'm just like the most repulsive thing to ever have graced the planet. Everyone's right, I'm just like the grossest thing ever. And my friend Charlie, we're like brother and sister. I can't remember the conversation exactly, but he did say that I was very, like, I don't know, I can't remember what was said, but he said, you're beautiful just the way you are. And I'm thinking, okay, like, I've been living the life of a person who has the saying, to thine own self be true, with Shakespeare's quote, and true beauty comes within, not outside. And every time I would see magazine covers of girls that wore makeup and were skinny and were just absolutely gorgeous, I'm just thinking, you know, why can't I be like these girls? I thought about them my whole entire life, and it's just like, what is going on with my body? Am I just, like, not the type of girl to be beautiful and to attract, like, anyone or anything, basically? And when I graduated high school, it just felt like the stress was all out, but those words still stay with me. Am I beautiful? Am I good enough? Am I not doing good to my body? Am I not perfect enough for, like, anyone? And I was just thinking all this in my mind for, like, God knows how long. And I talked with my friends a million times, and they said, no, you're not ugly, no, you're beautiful just the way you are. And I'm just thinking, maybe I am, maybe I'm not. And I still have those thoughts to this day, but I don't really like to talk about them because sometimes I do get a little cray-cray and I get emotional, and it's just crazy, it's scary sometimes. Like, I always get worried that I make my friends mad or upset when I talk about myself negatively or say anything about my emotions, because then it feels like, oh, nobody cares about your life problems. There are people out there who have bigger problems than your stupid problems. And when I listened to Melanie Martinez's song Mrs. Potato Head about plastic surgery and how it affects people's lives, that song was really, really deep, and it got into my head, like, okay, like, this is a song about plastic surgery, and when the music video came out about the consequences of getting plastic surgery, it just made me realize that you don't need plastic surgery to be beautiful, and you don't need makeup to grab a guy or anything. I mean, you can wear makeup to look attractive, so to say, but it will still make you probably miserable if you just depend on makeup for your own beauty. And when I got older, I'm thinking, okay, you know, people have told me that I'm ugly for the rest of my life. for like the entirety of my life, people have told me I'm never gonna get a guy or I'm never gonna get a girl. People have told me that I am the fattest, ugliest, hog-looking thing to ever ungrace the planet. They say grace the planet, but I'm gonna say ungrace the planet because why say grace the planet if they aren't quote-unquote graceful in your opinion? And I'm gonna prove all of them wrong, because true beauty comes from within. And true beauty when I mean that, I mean personality-wise, like kindness, generosity, honesty, basically the elements of harmony from My Little Pony Friendship is Magic. And if you don't have any of those things, like you're mean, you're spiteful, you're vengeful, you're just mean, you do all these bad things, you steal, you lie, you cheat, you laugh at people for the wrong things, you laugh at people for being poor, you just do all these bad things, and bad things happen to bad people apparently in my book. Okay, oh my gosh, I'm losing track of my words. But I do mean that true beauty comes from within, like personality-wise. If you're kind and nice and everything, that's your true beauty. Your true beauty is your personality. But if you aren't nice and you're just mean and hurtful and spiteful and all this other stuff, then you're just as ugly as your personality. I'm sorry, but that's just how it is. But you can change your personality to one that's kind, generous, etc. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I probably rambled on at this point. I really need to script my Art Speaks videos. But I just do these on the fly. I just wing it. That's just how I am. I really do hope that you guys like this episode of Art Speaks. And I will see you in the next one. Stay awesome, stay strong, and stay beautiful, my little puppies. And when I mean stay beautiful, I really do mean stay beautiful, because you're all beautiful just the way you are. I love you guys. Bye-bye.
I'm unbeatable.